According to the information from Prince JT, our brother, from Okocha Happy Marcel, and lastly from Greenlight Africa, states, and I quote, that our appeal court have set aside, in fact, they have quashed the judgment of High Court, which is the judgment of OMOTOSHO, which we all are aware of. Anyway, there will be an argument, and a lot of people is also going to backlash this video. They might even threaten me, why should I bring a message from Greenlight Africa, which they said it is all about propaganda. But my people, different narratives, different analysis, and different tones contributed to it. The reason why I am back here again, because I have been following this platform, not until most of my followers warned me that he dwell on propagandas. But the reason why I am bringing this news from this very platform is because I have found this video in the most, let me put it this way, in the trusted allies I have in terms of this Biafran movement of 18, and those ones who are genuinely preaching for this Biafran liberation. Prince JT is one of them. Okocha Happy Marcel from the Middle Belt, or rather from Benin, if I'm not mistaken, is also one of them. And one other of my guy again, Nikki Agnes. All these news are all in their platform. But why I choose this one is because of the tone involved in it. So please, don't get it twisted. He may dwell in propagandas, but let me also shock you that propaganda is part of the game. It's only propaganda you can use to pin a government down, and they will do the needful. I'm not saying literally 100% propaganda is right or supported, but I'm just trying to make, or rather prove a point here. For those of us who will come and tell me that Greenlight Africa is all about propaganda, yes, we all know. But messages are also being passed through some propagandas. Governments rule the people with propaganda, because if they tell you exactly how government are being run in a real time, my brother, you will not even venture to vote for them again, or you will not even venture to talk about anything that has to do with government, because propaganda have to be involved. They don't have to tell you everything in real time. So please remove that mindset of Greenlight Africa is based on propaganda. But this message you are hearing from this Greenlight Africa, it is real truth and nothing but the truth. Don't mind the way he put it that they have watched. No, don't forget. Let me remind you that there is 10 judges. The Nigerian Bar Association have selected 10 good judges to look into the matter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the judgment of OMOTOSHO. So those 10 judges have come in conclusion, and they have chosen the best 3 that is going to deliver the judgment. But their conclusion is that that particular judgment have to be starred. It have to be quashed, because there's no any law that stipulates such judgment to be meted out on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because it is called a repaired law, a law that is not in existence. So whatever you hear from this guy, or the way he twisted it, or the way he talk about it, maybe you don't like it, but the fact still remains that this message you are hearing from this Greenlight Africa, which I am part of it now, is real, my brother. So please, let that negative mindset about Greenlight Africa. If you don't like watching him, there's no problem, but I'm not promoting him. I'm only promoting myself and the Biafran struggle. So I'm not here to promote anybody. I'm not a spokesperson for anybody. I'm not here to also drag anybody. That was why in recent times now, I decided to be minding my business. Okay, let us listen to what Greenlight Africa have to tell us. Because according to the information again, it said Nnamdi Kanu send a good document to Asorok. And what is happening? What is going on in Asorok now? OMOTOSHO. Anyway, let me not use my mouth blow this trumpet. Listen to him and listen attentively. And as you're watching, make sure you are sharing this message. If you don't share this message, no to trouser. The Biafra we all have been fighting for, that miracle is here at last. I don't know what you're waiting for, but freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must hold. And please let me remind us about the 12th day of this month of March 2026. It is called 1 million march for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. So all these things are the things that they have looked into and said, man, this guy needs to go. We need to allow this guy to go no matter what, whether he voted for us or he not voted for us, whether he commanded APC, the South to vote APC or not, but he must go, because Nnamdi Kanu have done more damages being in detention in the ZUU than good. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, please let us listen to Greenlight Africa.
Of the year, yes. As we speak to you, Nnamdi Kanu don't send a list of documents. He don't send a list of documents to the FG. Remember, say when Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment, Dave Umahi, the current Minister of Works and the former governor of Ebonyi State, told Nigerians, say, in active conversations with Tinubu regarding the release of Mazi. And as we speak to you today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't submit list of documents to the FG. Which these documents and which the content. Well, for this video, we will break them down for you in very, very simple terms, so that you'll be able to understand. Okay? So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send some documents to the FG.
And before we proceed, though, before I allow you to continue listening to the message, don't forget, I repeat, don't forget that this message is real. And I can prove you very, very right. If you go to the comment section of this video where this video has been posted, if you read 10 comments that is not in support of this video, just know that it is fake. But I can tell you, you can read more than 20 comments that say, yes, this message is real. I've had it from another different platform. So please, listen to this video, watch it and share it with open-minded. We are making headway. Let us continue. Enjoy the rest of this news. Please follow us on all our social media handles.
Because just in case you know, there are active conversations and negotiations between Mazi and the FG. There are active conversations for settlement. Mazi sends them his own list of conditions that the Nigerian government must meet before he choose to leave Sokoto. Imagine you being inside prison They tell the FG things they must do before you walk out. What are those things? What are the documents this man was sent? Well, there are 5 numbers, and MNK is a very intelligent person. Every document gets sub-content. That is to say, the very first document, if I show you, understand better. The very first document has other contents within. Let's start with the very first. Show you right now, the very first conditions Tinubu must meet. He must meet before Mazina can go leave Sokoto State Correctional Center. Let's go through it. Remember, this is the very first one. We have 4 more, and each one gets sub-content, like you can see right now on the screen. The very first condition in a referendum, now the kind is saying, as per AODC, enshrined in Constitution. Let me say, in a just referendum, we want to be agreed verbally. We must put them inside the Nigerian Constitution. Remember, I say, the Nigerian lawmakers are currently drafting a new constitution. As a drafter, this is the best opportunity that everybody in Nigeria has to force these people to put a referendum in the constitution. This is the only opportunity you have in a very, very long time. So Mazi is saying, enshrine referendum in Nigeria's constitution. It must be executed by international body. That is to say, after you don't enshrine in our constitution, the national body are then to observe and execute and run the whole process. Make I explain. Referendum is more like a voting system. When referendum is enshrined in the constitution, we will call out Nigerians. Hey, I'm looking at vote. Do you want to have your country, or do you want to remain in Nigeria as one? People will vote for or against it. Then INEC or anybody, any committee of it counts the votes. I know in Nigeria, counting of votes is one of the biggest problems. Nobody trusts INEC. Nobody trusts nobody. Mazi is saying that he doesn't want INEC to come and count the vote. He doesn't want any committee in Nigeria to come and count the vote. He wants international bodies to execute this vote counting for referendum. We'll see the next one. There are formal negotiations between the federal government and selected representatives of the Southeast. We need very clear to understand. Mazi wants formal negotiations between the federal government and selected people. You don't want to send the 5 Eastern governors to negotiate. No. Mazi wants to select people that will speak on behalf of the Southeast. People he believes will go there on the round table and speak the interest of the Southeast. Imagine if you send the current state governor, the person of Pope, who's of the to go and negotiate for the Southeast. And imagine what you go there and say. You might go there and start singing, on your mandate we shall stand. You might go there and start singing Tinubu's song. On your mandate we shall. Imagine that. He doesn't want people to go there and go and start singing Tinubu's song or wearing his kind of hat. He wants people to go there and tell Tinubu to the Southeast and as one. You know, go there, don't look your anyone that is the way. You go there, they tell you to your face. That is why selected Southeasterners, no be the 5 governors from the 5 Southeast people, they will select them. The fourth under referendums, legal pathway for peaceful agitation rather than criminalization. Let me say, after the referendum comes into play, if people leave their own country or create their own country, they want people begin peacefully agitate for to live a particular geographical setting. It should be legal. If you're following, if you follow ahead, don't want to beat the right button. Make I see numbers of people who follow this video. So what do you think of number 1? What do you think of this issue of referendum? Do you think Mazina can do the right thing by asking for referendum? Or do you think we should have just allow the country live, allow Biafrans live with or without referendum? What do you think? I better go down to the comment section and tell me what I could date here to fully observe and read them and get every single thing we need to discuss. What will be the second document and the second conditions we must don't present? The second one is straight to the point. Proscription of the IPOB. We always see the IPOB has been proscribed as written as a particular group in Nigeria. Now this how it's saying that, see, I want you guys, based on the outcome, A is immediate removal from the list. If I go leave Sokoto, I want you to remove the IPOB from your list so you don't pick them. The B is public address, which simply means that you must come out publicly. And after you remove the IPOB from the list, you come out publicly, look a formal address, telling the whole wide world that this group has been removed formally and we made mistakes by adding them. The C, that is the C, is the list of people arrested on the proscribed listing. It's very, very simple. Anybody you don't arrest because you believe that they're members of the IPOB, you have to release them. If they're 5%, they're not a different case. Anybody, you arrested them because they wear IPOB clothes or they support IPOB, release them ASAP before they can release Sokoto. It's in the third document or conditions they don't submit. The third one are legal and judicial conditions. These are I hear party. Pay attention closely. And before we discuss this number, what do you think of number 2? What do you think of the proscription to remove the IPOB from that proscribed group? What do you think? I beg, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I will date here to passive on. So number 3 is legal and judicial conditions. The A is withdrawal or review of terrorism-related charges against MNK. MNK is not saying that you should scrap or squash every single thing. If you withdraw, or at least if you don't review the charges again and make sure the A and A, you are following the Nigerian constitution. You know, we don't sit down in the office, come with the create rules and regulations, or the create rules that make sense. You have to follow what we have in our constitution. It's simple. The B is recognition of arguments surrounding his 2021 rendition. He wants Tinubu to officially recognize that rendition as being illegal. This is powerful. The third one is release unnegotiated political crimes, not necessarily acquittal or part of a broader settlement. The D is commitment to fair judicial reforms. So he wants the government to reform the judicial. This is massive. This is a big deal. What do you think of that one? What do you think of number 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's move into number 4. The first document and conditions in the summit. The state security and militarization concerns. So let's start with A. He wants Tinubu to demilitarize or reduce military operations in the southeast. It's very simple. Promote all these military personnel or reduce them in the southeast. Don't worry. The southeasterners can take care of themselves. The D is review of operations such as Operation Python Dance 2. He wants Tinubu to review the operation and alert to the unaliving of his law.
Okay, my wonderful people. The message is too long, go. But let me cut it off here. We might have part 2 of this message, the continuation of it. But if you don't see the part 2, just know it that the appeal court of the ZUU have already set aside that fake and injustice have been meted out to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by Injustice James OMOTOSHO of the Fulani High Court. That is the message that brought us here this morning, and I would like you to hold it firm and boast with it. We are winning the fight against the ZUU, against our oppressors, and against those who said that they will never be alive to see Biafra emerge as a nation. Please continue sharing this message, liking it, commenting on it, and make sure you are subscribing because more of these videos will be coming your way on daily basis. I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk 2 of Okute and Sons and Daughters Incorporation Limited. Okay, there's not much time for you to read comments because I don't like to make my video very long now so that it will not be too boring for you to watch from beginning to the end. But this little one you have here, make sure you circulate it, let it go viral. Oh yeah, now, catch ya, catch ya.